Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. I am your boy BigAL Betts, joined as always by my partner in crime, MattyBets. How
What's
we doing,
up?
Matt?
What's up? Hey, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing so good, bro. Today we're jumping into the NFC East. We're gonna be looking at the Washington Commanders. How we feeling about the Commanders, Matt?
I feel great about the Commanders. I love their draft pick and Jaden Daniels. The offense, in my opinion, isn't the best. I do like Terry McLaurin, but I want to see something from him this year. I need
Sure,
to see
sure.
to believe. I'm really high on Jaden Daniels this year. Like I've been saying in a lot of these videos that we've been doing, but I got to see it in action, and I got to see the weapons on the team and see how they all gel together. Like I said, I got the highest respect, and I think Jaden Daniels just has a really high ceiling, and I can't wait to see it live and in action. With his legs, with the throwing ability, it's going to be exciting and it's going to be fun. But I hope that the team does well.
New coach, defensive coach Dan Quinn from the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll be interesting to see how he kind of melds and molds the team. But they got their quarterback of the future, like you said. They got Scary Terry. They got B-Rob in the backfield, and he's been good when he's been healthy. So their offense should be pretty good. Last year they were the most sacked. They had the most sacked quarterback, Sam Howell. He's now in Seattle.
Yep.
Um, so I'm excited to kind of jump into this. So guys, if you're new to the channel, what we do, we just jump in. We give you our predictions. We go through every game and we just give you guys our lean win loss, and we give you our season total at the very end of the video. So Matt, you ready to jump in?
I'm ready when you are.
Alrighty, let's do it. Week 1 at Tampa Bay.
Week 1 at Tampa. I like Tampa a lot. I'm going to give Washington a loss here. I'm going to give them a
I'm
loss week 1.
also I'm also going loss week 1 on the road in Tampa Bay. I
Like I
just
said,
feel like
I
go
can
ahead.
see him win. I can see him win that game. Okay, I can envision it. Jaden Daniels looks the part. He is the guy. Quarterback of the future. All of that. He can
Right.
get the job done. But I gotta see it to believe it first. And I'm gonna trust Baker Mayfield. I've seen him too much. You got, tried and true Mike Evans. You got Chris Godwin in the slot. He's gonna play a lot more slot this year. So I think the Bucks just definitely win this game. But Jaden Daniels, this will be his first real test, his first real showing to see what the kid can do.
Agreed, and rookie quarterbacks fading them week 1 tends to work out pretty well across the board. Unless
Yes.
this kid just turns into CJ Stroud, then maybe it's a little bit of a different conversation.
Yeah.
Week
Okay.
2, New York Giants come to town.
Home against the Giants, we're taking Washington to win that game,
We
and
are
I
taking
feel
Washington to
good
win
about
that
it too.
game. I
Feel
feel
really
great
good about
about
it.
that.
If you guys haven't watched the
Guys, our
Giants
Giants
videos,
video,
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
it was a ton of fun. A lot of laughs in that one.
A lot of
They're
laughs.
gonna be
A lot of mad fans.
surprisingly mediocre.
Yeah,
Who could have predicted that one? Week 3 at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna give them a loss here. I really want to
You
give them
have
a
to
win
give them a
here. I
loss.
want to give them a lot of wins because I think that they're gonna be really good, but I don't know when that's
Okay.
gonna happen. And I mean, it's Cincinnati. It's a healthy Joe Burrow. He cut the hair. He dyed the hair. It's gonna be
If
fun
you
for the
went
Bengals
Eminem,
this year.
bleach blonde, baby. And
Exactly.
this is one of the reasons we go through all the games, because you don't know what the schedule looks like till you jump into it. And then you're like this team should be okay. How's the schedule? And the schedule's either really tough or it's super easy, and you're like, oh, whoa, they have way more wins than I thought, or like, whoa, they really are not going to have a lot of wins at all.
They
So,
play a lot of tough
uh,
teams. Yeah, exactly.
right, week 4 at Arizona.
This one's good. I do like the fact that we're going to see Jaden Daniels and Marvin Harrison Jr. on the same field. It's going to be very
That,
electric. It's going
that
to be
is
very
cool.
exciting. It should be a
That is
very
cool.
fun game, and we got two similar quarterbacks too. Run the ball really well, and they should be decent at passing. We don't know about Jaden Daniels yet, but Kyler Murray is decent at passing. He's not the best. He's not the worst. So I think that's going to be a fun game. I'm going to actually give them the win here in Arizona.
Wow, I'm going. I'm on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I'm giving them the L, just simply because young team. Kyler's been there forever, and he's got a new toy to play with, and they're on the road. So I'm
Yeah.
going to give Arizona that win. Week 5, Cleveland comes to town.
And I know that you're gonna take Cleveland here. I know it. I would put money on that, and I think I would be pretty right. There's no way that you're taking the Commanders to win this at home against the Browns. You're way too high on their defense, and I'm gonna take the Commanders here. I'm gonna take their being at home. I'm gonna take their offense, and I'm not trusting the Browns' offense in
Would
that
it
game.
shock you if I said I did the exact same thing?
There's no way that you did. Like I
I
just said,
did.
I would put. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I would put money on that, and I know.
Yeah, no, I got the
Got it.
Browns, dude. That good of a defense against a rookie quarterback, I don't see it. I don't care how much hype you have in Jaden Daniels. Rookie quarterbacks don't do good against good defenses in the NFL in their first season. So, week 6 at Baltimore.
Week 6 at
Surely,
Baltimore. It's a loss.
surely not. Okay.
Surely it's a loss. Yeah, it's a loss.
There's the correct answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Week 7, Carolina comes to town.
That's a home against Carolina. We saw Carolina last year. I'm going to give them the win.
I am also going to give
Yeah.
them the win there.
Commanders win that game.
One's
Don't
also,
over.
that's like back-to-back to what feels like pretty good picks, unless Carolina comes out and surprises everybody.
Mhm.
Week 8, Chicago comes to town.
This one's fun. It's also another home game for Washington. It's week 8. It's like the middle of the season. Almost, it's middle of the season, not exactly middle. That'd be the next week. But I think Jaden Daniels will be full stride right now. Give me the win there. Give me the win against the Bears. I like Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is going to be decent. I think he's a little overhyped.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed in Caleb Williams this year.
Well, Chicago's one of the top 5 cities in America, population-wise, so a lot of people in Chicago, so that's why I think they're talked about as much as they are. And Caleb Williams was the number 1 overall pick, but I have them losing that. I think Chicago comes in and gets that win.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think their defense is going to be good, even if Caleb Williams struggles a little bit. This is rookie against rookie, so
Yep.
I think it's going to be a fun game to watch,
It will
but
be.
I think Chicago will win that game. So
Okay.
Week 9 at New York, the Giants,
This is just
not the Jets.
This is one of our picks that we make, and we just say don't overthink it. Washington's going to win this game.
You just fade the Giants.
You just fade the Giants.
Even though it's divisional.
Even though it's on the road, divisional, you fade the Giants.
You just fade them. Okay.
You fade the Giants when they're playing against a good quarterback, which Jaden Daniels should be. What?
I just marked that in the wrong column. I'm actually going to give them the L here. I'm taking the Giants to win
Big
this
shocker
one.
there. You're really big, like, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Proponent?
Contrarian?
You're a very big proponent or whatever of home teams, it seems like. You think you like home field advantage a little too much, in my opinion.
Home field is apparently worth 2.5 points. So if you got equal teams, the home team.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's what they say.
I mean, unless it's Giants against freaking New England Patriots, you don't have equal teams. So I don't know what we're really talking about here.
Okay. All right, Week 10, Pittsburgh comes to town.
Yeah, it's home against the Steelers. We're going to take Washington to win this one too.
Really?
Yeah, we're taking Washington to win this one too. Like I said, I'm high on the Commanders this year, and you know that I've been fading the Steelers. Steelers defense is really good. It's just
team.
It's just like the Browns. It's just like the Browns. They have a really good defense, but their offense has so many question marks. And I'm not ready to plant my flag on their subpar, mediocre offense that I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
They have 2 quarterbacks who have failed where they've been before. I don't care who's starting by then. It might not even be Russell. Russell is starting the season. He might not be the starter at the end of the season. It might be this week, week 10. It might be, Justin Fields. But we've seen them both fail. We saw Wilson be good in Seattle. He left Seattle, and guess what happened to his career?
To be fair,
exactly.
Last year the Broncos as a team sucked. Russ was like the only good thing about that team last year.
Yeah, but then he got benched. So
they benched him because they didn't want to pay him if he got hurt.
Maybe. I feel like they benched him
that's exactly why.
I thought that they benched him so they could get a better draft pick.
No, they benched him because they didn't want him to get hurt and they'd have to pay off the rest of his contract.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're not talking about the Steelers. Who cares? They're going to lose. So I got Washington winning that game. And I'm guessing you have them losing.
Yeah, I have them losing.
Okay.
Absolutely. Week 11.
We're going to agree on this one. Philly's going to win this. Washington gets a loss.
Yes.
Yep.
That is true. Week 12, Dallas comes to town.
Yeah, I'm giving the win to Dallas. Washington, another loss here.
That is smart.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Eagles and Dallas, that's a hard back-to-back games.
After playing Pittsburgh?
Yeah, exactly. If Pittsburgh beats you up.
Philly, Dallas, back-to-back, and Philly's on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's a tough little 3-game stretch. Week 13, Tennessee comes to town.
That's an easy win. That's an easy win. We'll see. The Titans might be very good. We'll see how Mr. Levi's does. But
Levis.
Yeah, Levi's. Yeah, sure. We'll just call him Mr. Mayonnaise. But
yeah, gross,
we'll see how good the Titans actually are this year. They have really good receivers, but Levis does have to be the guy. He has to be a really good quarterback, accurate to actually unlock all those receivers. Because you can have the best receivers in the world. If you have a bad quarterback, if those receivers don't elevate him, you're not going anywhere. So I like the Commanders here. Like I said, I can see the Titans winning this game if the Titans actually do come out and they're really good. But I'm going to give the win to the Commanders here.
Okay. I am on the opposite side of it. I think Will Levis is going to make some strides in his second year, and I think Tennessee is going to be a solid team.
We're
So I
about
think
to
they'll
be
be able to
like,
come
this
in
is going
there
to
and
be so terrible for us. Like trying to like,
what is?
well, we always, I wouldn't say that we try to, but we hope that we're kind of around the same wins and losses. It's nice to
Oh,
see like
this
the other
one's not
person. No,
close.
it's not
This
going to be
one is
close.
not
It's going to be like
close.
5 or 6 wins. You are fading the Commanders hard. But let's move on. Let's move on because I want to see how we
This
finish the season.
schedule is actually pretty tough, and you're
It's
giving them
not.
wins against teams they should not be winning.
No, see, you
So
just are way too high on good defense teams, and you're not thinking about their offense.
defense wins championships.
Yeah, but it
So,
doesn't win
yeah.
games.
Defense wins against rookie quarterbacks.
Okay. But
Week
what, by
14,
week 10, though, if you're a really good quarterback, are you really a rookie anymore? That's my question. If you show
yes.
that you don't play like a rookie, then you can't be called
Listen,
a rookie.
this all
That's my
assumes Jaden Daniels is as good as you're hoping he will be,
me
and
and a
he
lot of
may
other
be.
people.
Maybe he'll come in and take the league by storm.
It's all of
But
us smart people in the industry.
until I see it, I'm not believing it.
All right.
And I'm going to trust a defense like Pittsburgh's with TJ Watt and Cleveland's with Myles Garrett
Okay.
and Baltimore's and guys, teams that have proven it over, the hope that this guy's going to somehow walk into the NFL and just
Well,
pick everything
I'll
up really
see
fast and
Baltimore.
play
Look
really
at their
fast.
offense. Their offense is better. I'll take Baltimore to win that game 9 times out of 10.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, week 14, they've got a bye. Week 15, right off a bye, they go to New Orleans.
See, I'm gonna give them a win here. I'm gonna give them a win against New Orleans. I don't.
At New Orleans,
I think this is. I think this is a toss-up game.
Oh my
I think this game's gonna be
gosh.
really close. I think it's gonna be very entertaining and it's gonna be exciting. And I'll give Washington to edge that out.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, and you're taking the
All right,
loss, right?
I'm taking them to lose.
This is gonna be
They're
so bad.
Going to
This is
New
gonna be like
Orleans.
6 or 7, like a 6 or 7 win-loss difference for us, and it's gonna be terrible. Like this is gonna be the worst one that we've done so far, by far.
It's shaping up
Because
to be
we did
that
the
way.
Cowboys
Yeah.
one, and I had the Cowboys winning like 15, 16 games or whatever, and
14.
I'm not. Yeah, 14 games.
Spoiler.
And you had
Spoiler
them.
alert,
You had them at
guys.
like 10 or 11. So
10.
yeah, so that was
That
probably
was
the
a 4-game
biggest.
difference. That was
Yeah.
one of the bigger ones we've had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this one's about to be awful.
We're gonna have another one later on. It's gonna be pretty bad too. Week 16,
Yep.
Philly comes to town.
And we're taking Washington to win that game. They're gonna split with the Eagles. Because I had them lose when they went to Philly.
I actually have them win this game too.
Perfect. Love that. Yeah. Give them the home field late in the season. Yeah.
Yep.
Love it.
And Philly fell apart last year at the end of the year. So who's to say that doesn't happen again? I'm not even saying that's going to happen, but it's a divisional opponent. It's going to be tough, and you hope by this time Jaden Daniels kind of has it figured out somewhat.
Exactly.
You think he's going to have it figured out?
Yes.
I think
Week 8.
he'll kind of be figuring it out. All right, week 17 versus Atlanta. Atlanta comes to town.
Yeah, that's a win. It's a home game. That's a win.
I agree. I have them also with a win there. And then they end the season at Dallas.
And that's a loss. They end the season on a loss, but they make the playoffs.
They end the season on
Well,
a
maybe.
loss.
We'll
Okay.
see. That division's really tough. So,
What do you mean?
like the teams, like the Eagles and Cowboys, it's going to be hard to beat them out for a playoff spot.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so the books have their line at 6.5 total.
Oh, yeah, we're taking the over. Easily.
You're
I'm
way
that high.
over.
Yeah, I'm
You
way
have
high.
11 wins for this team,
Yeah, I like it.
which is just ridiculous.
It's not
way too
ridiculous when
many.
you look at it. Like, it's
way
not.
too many.
Like,
It is.
You get 2 free wins. Each of those teams gets 2 free wins in the year against the Giants.
Listen, the books aren't in business to not make money, and there's a reason they set it at 6.5
Because they don't trust
know
Jaden
what I
Daniels.
know. Right, because
Exactly.
you don't trust a rookie quarterback against a bunch of good defenses, and he's got to go through a killer's row of defenses.
Yeah, and that's fine. And he'll rise above. So did C.J. Stroud last year.
Pittsburgh, Philly, Dallas, both of those twice. Cincinnati, Cleveland, Baltimore.
And? That's
That's
it.
half their games.
Yeah, those are our
And
picks,
then
guys.
in the other games,
How many wins did you have him at? Yeah, I don't think you ever said.
4 wins, 13 losses.
Yeah, see, 4 and 13. Yeah, well, 4 and 13. I have an
11
11.
wins is insane for this team.
7 win-loss difference.
11-6. 11 and 6.
Yeah, 11
That's
and 6.
nuts.
I don't.
Guys, in
I don't.
chat, tell Matty's nuts. There's no way that.
I
happened.
don't like the 11 wins, but I don't see them losing more than.
Dude,
let's
9
just say
wins I
2
think is
more
too
of
much
those
for this
games.
Commanders team.
I think 9 is perfect. I actually like 9 a lot. If 9 was the line, I would take the over. Or if like 8.5 was the line, I'd take the over. So
That's
if they're gonna
absolutely
give me
just
a 6.5,
insane.
I'll take the over all day.
That's not right. So you literally have them tying the Eagles
Yep.
in wins,
Yep.
which is kind of ridiculous.
And their divisional record will be the same too. I think the Eagles win the conference record though.
I have the Eagles taking the division.
Yeah, I have the Cowboys, and then Eagles are wild card. Washington will barely. They might make the playoffs with being the second wild card team, or maybe even the third. But
Well, that all depends on
if they get
I
to
mean,
11 wins, but
if they get to 11 wins, that would be a huge success, and all Commanders fans will be very happy.
yes, for sure.
But that is a very bullish case for the Commanders. 11. That's anyway, ladies and gentlemen. That's the video. In the comments below, you guys can let us know how wrong Matt is, or how right you think he is. Maybe you guys think those are winnable. I just don't see it. Please like and subscribe. We got videos coming at you guys all NFL season. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Later.
Later.